Hi guys, welcome back to Prem Talk uh, for yet another video. And for this uh, video, I'm going to talk about two things, if you know what I mean. So, first things first, I'm going to start with the review of our sadly loss, but uh, end up going through to the semi-finals of the Conference League. That game was against Legia Warsaw 2 nights ago, Thursday night, you know what I mean. And then I will also be doing a preview of tomorrow's game, Chelsea away to Fulham, West London derby, our next door neighbors that we play at Craven Cottage tomorrow, I believe 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. is the time. So welcome to the video and hope you guys enjoy. So uh, just a quick rewind into Thursday night's disappointing 2-1 loss. uh, for the first time I was wholly disappointed by the whole performance, 90-minute performance. This time it wasn't just a good half and a bad half, but it was, we started off well for around like 5 to 10 minutes. As usual, missed two glorious open chances. Cole Palmer being a culprit of one of them, being sent through one on one with the alone with the goalkeeper, and he skied his effort. I don't know why he was attempting to go for the near post when the far post was out there, just try calling and begging for him to put the ball in onto that side. But he missed, and there was another opportunity, open chance that we missed yet again. And all of a sudden, after we missed those chances, Legia somehow got a groove into the game, and sadly, Philip Jorgensen, one player that I have been championing for, to get Premier League opportunities and be swapped around with Robert Sanchez, ends up committing a big error. Uh, some poor defensive play in the first place. Legia getting behind our defense, and Jorgensen unnecessarily comes out to attempt to catch a ball, but he's late and trips the striker. I believe it's Petka is the name, and a penalty is given away. So as much as I was trying to look at the rewind and complain of diving and whatnot, but sadly Jorgensen had given away a penalty, and to make it even far much worse than the penalty that he gave away, the penalty that was taken was a bit straight at him, but he parried it into the back of the net. It was hit, not a good penalty, but hit with power. But the Jorgensen could not hold on and palmed it into the net to make it 1-0 to them. And from that moment in time, our football went downhill completely. Legia took control. They started creating proper chances, and they had me worried a lot for most of that first half. So poor play from Chelsea. Good thing is that we end up equalizing before halftime, I believe, and there that was yet again Marco Correa. And I think we need to have a serious discussion now as to how on earth that Marco Correa is having better box presence, better box movement than all our attackers combined, and I mean all our attackers combined, because Jackson's movement or in the box is okayish, but misses those opportunities when he gets them. And Kokorea's movement in the box is just class. Uh, he His finishing is actually is actually the best right now. I believe I saw a stat that in 2025 he's Chelsea's goal scorer. That tells you everything about how poor our attack has been, and we need to have that serious discussion. So Kukurea equalized and made it 1-1, but still Legia had a foothold in the game, and their game plan was, I must say, working pretty well. And second half came and went, and I thought probably we could have done much more. In the second half, Enzo Maresca made changes at halftime. He took off Nico Jackson, who was always going to play only 45 minutes since he's returning from injury. So Jackson came off, Tyreek George came on, and you know, again it gave him the opportunity. George played up front, and Nkunku went out wide left. I will get to Nkunku because I'm at a point in which I would rather just the guy doesn't play than him just being there because he does nothing. And I mean nothing. The only good thing he did was in the offside goal, I believe. It was the first half, sorry. Yeah, in the offside goal for Marco Correa, who got a second yet again. It was ruled out for offside, and literally that's the only good thing he did by being there and squaring the ball for Marco Correa. At least he did attempt a over-ambitious shot looking to get a goal for himself, and literally that's the only good thing that he did. And sadly it was offside, and we never saw him again, especially in the second half. It reached a point uh, when the subs were being made, and it was, I think, around 87th minute. I had to go because as I was watching the game, I didn't notice Nkunku at all in that second half, and I mean at all. So I had to go and have a look at that lineup and check the substitutions to you know just verify whether Nkunku came off or not. But actually, he didn't. That was a surprise for me. That even though he didn't come off, he still played the entire 90 minutes. But I didn't notice him for that second half at all. At all, he was totally invisible, extremely invisible. I did not know where he was playing. I did not know where he was because every other person was getting a touch of that ball, but I did not notice Nkunku literally. So we he is someone that Enzo Maresca needs at this point now, just needs to stop playing him because it affects the team, and uh, a huge reason as to why I believe we really struggled defensively was that um, he wasn't putting his shift in. He wasn't helping out the team, especially, and I will emphasize especially on that second half because he was extremely invisible, completely. So into the second half, and also Legia somehow managed to get a goal back, and it was from a corner, another set piece goal that we've conceded, and we need to have a serious chat about our set piece coach who we got from Brentford because our set piece both attacking and defending have been terrible, and that is an understatement. So we concede a goal from the set piece. Uh, Poor defending because I just rewatched the highlights again. I do not know why I did that, but just popped up on my YouTube timeline, and I watched it again and was even got more frustrated because I noticed that when the corner was taken to the far side, far post or the far post side, there were two Legia players that were absolutely free. The player that took the, let's call it an attempted poor shot, that ended up being headed in by the goal scorer. That player was absolutely free, and the person who headed the ball was free. Yet the person who headed the ball was with Reece James at the start of before the corner was taken, and he ended up being very far away from Reece James. So poor goal conceded, poor set piece defending, poor set piece attacking. Set piece coach needs to do a lot of work on that, and so the game ended up finishing sadly 2-1 to Legia Warsaw. Good thing it didn't end up affecting the overall score line because we went through on aggregate, I believe. 4-2 is how the aggregate score line ended up finishing. So we played not so well, and I believe this is the point where I'm just going to leave it there. Let's move on to let's just move on to the preview for tomorrow's game. 4 p.m. Way to Fulham, and I will start with my predicted lineup for the game. Uh, Sanchez is going to come in goal. As much as I would wish and love for Jorgensen to be given another chance, I know Maresca is going to just pick. He is going to pick Robert Sanchez in goal. So let's just move on. The defense is going to be Malo Gusto is going to start the game at right back. Uh, as much as I would want another centre back to start, Chaloba is going to start this game. Trevor Chaloba is going to start with Levi Colwill at the back, and Marco Correa is going to play at left back. And for the defense, especially Chaloba and Levi Colwill, just I will demand a meet. I will wish that you be more demanding in your defending. Scare the attackers. Don't just give them easy opportunities. Don't get beat by long balls. I believe Fulham. I anticipate that Marco Silva is going to play Raul Jimenez, and just don't be bullied by him. You have to hold your own. So that is the defense that I will go with. Into the midfield, it speaks itself. Enzo and Moises Caicedo, nobody else is there, so that is a quick one, and glad to have them back because clearly we saw what we really lack when they are not in the team against Legia. So Enzo and Caicedo play in midfield, and the four at the front is going to be Nico Jackson up top at striker, and left wing is going to be taken by Pedro Neto, and Noni Madueke is going to occupy the right hand side. Jadon Sancho did play a very wonderful game. He did play a very wonderful game on Thursday night, and honestly, he does deserve to retain his spot. But I do anticipate that Enzo Maresca is going to start Noni Madueke on the right and Pedro Neto on the left. And the two, I'll just ask for Pedro Neto to be more, uh, get on the byline, play those dangerous crosses, but play them low. Do not lift them. Just play them hard and low, and your arriving players in the box, Enzo's, Nico Jackson in the box, Marco Correa, they will have better opportunities to finish off those low crosses than high crosses, because we've established that no one can really head the ball in this team. So uh, for Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke, just be more clinical. As mentioned, I love Madueke because he uh, that ability to take on his man, and that is his fullback or his marker. So I will just demand more clinicality and more better decision making in his attacking moments. And for Cole Palmer, just be unselfish. Many other times, even in the Legia defeat, he missed open opportunities to play players through and basically improve your decision making. And for Nico Jackson, just be you. You are beat down against Legia Warsaw in the 45 minutes that you had. Looked like a bit running out of energy, but could be because he's just coming back from injury and did not want to exert himself that much. But I would expect to see the real Nico Jackson back against Fulham. uh, I would expect for him to give the defenders Issa Diop, Joachim Anderson, and if they decide to start Jorge Cuenca and this and Calvin Bassi. So I expect Nico Jackson to give them a tough game at Craven Cottage. So that is the lineup that I will go for. And for Enzo Maresca, uh, I believe that he's the right. I'm going to say this because I think, as the last statement before I close the video, that Enzo Maresca is the right coach for Chelsea because he is a young manager who's also growing, and this is a young squad that is also growing. It has at least gotten the experience of the Premier League for one season, most of the players, and as much as people criticize what we did in the summer. Uh, what we did do is the players that came in, most of them were players who had playing experience, not just 1 or 2 years, but they were actually uh, sort of experienced, not fully experienced, because I honestly don't know what people demand when they say they want experienced players to come into into the squad, because I believe, like, if I'm to give examples of three that came in, that is the attackers Sancho, João Felix, and Pedro Neto. These are players that have been there and that have been around for a while. It's not like they just popped up out of nowhere. They're not young players. They're, let me call them, middle-aged players, and they're all should be in their mid 20s. Uh, with Sancho approaching 25 soon, so uh, we did sign players with experience, not 30-year-olds, yes, but we did sign players with experience. So I would demand for Enzo Maresca to, lean on that experience, uh, utilize that, and he's already had, I believe, more than half a season now at the club. So he needs to learn from his experiences. There have been ups, there have been downs. Uh, in 2025, lots of downs, but I believe that he will continue to grow to be an important coach for us, and to grow with also with the team also, in to make us even champions sooner rather than later. As much as people believe that we are far off the top, I believe a serious summer window with Enzo Maresca in charge next season, I could see a world in which we challenge for the title, because we are not that far off. We are not that far off, I believe. We just need a few more small additions at centre back, a new goalkeeper. But for a goalkeeper, I believe I was watching George Petrovic at Strasbourg, uh, and I must admit that he has improved a lot from what I saw of him last season. So uh, he's coming back because he was on loan at Strasbourg. So he's coming back. Andre Santos is coming back. We have we completed the signing of Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. So he is also joining the squad. I believe those three players will will add a lot into the team. Sa and Santos bringing in the physicality, and Jode Petrovic bringing in the improved version of Jode Petrovic, more better goalkeeping quality than we have seen. So uh, we are not that far off, I believe, to getting to that challenging for the title. So I believe a good centre back added on top to Mamadou Sarr, a good centre back and a striker with a left winger. We seriously do need a left winger because we have to stop this thing of playing Pedro Neto on the left because it's not as much as effective on that side. So a left winger, a centre back, and a striker in the summer, and I believe we will be ready to challenge for the title next season. So that's it for the video, guys. My prediction for tomorrow's game, I still believe we can win. I believe we have a somewhat good record there at Fulham. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Chelsea tomorrow, and please get the job done. So uh, we just need to win. It is a must-win game. Let's not get it twisted. Must-win game tomorrow. Let's beat Fulham and just move on to the next game as we prepare for Everton at home next weekend. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys Monday. Yes, I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.